What happens when you take everything you need for an adventure and put it inside one incredibly small vehicle? You get something that looks almost impossible. 3 wheels. 1 compact cabin. A tiny kitchen. A comfortable sleeping area. And enough space to turn an ordinary road trip into something completely different. At first glance, this camper tricycle looks like a strange experiment. But wait until you see what happens when it leaves the highway and starts exploring roads where massive RVs simply cannot go. Because this isn't a camper designed to impress people with its size. It's designed to impress them with what it can do. The journey begins before sunrise. The camper is sitting quietly in a driveway. There are no suitcases scattered around. No piles of camping equipment. No trailer attached behind it. Everything is already inside. Food is stored. Water is ready. The battery is charged. The sleeping area is secured. The kitchen is organized. The door closes. The vehicle starts. And within minutes, the camper is moving toward the open road. The city slowly disappears behind it. Streetlights become fewer. Buildings become smaller. Traffic becomes lighter. Then suddenly, the road opens into the countryside. The sun begins rising. Golden light touches the fields. The camper continues forward. There is something peaceful about traveling this way. You don't have to think about where you're going to sleep tonight. You don't have to worry about checking into a hotel. You don't have to search for a restaurant before sunset. Your home is already with you. And that changes the entire feeling of the journey. You can drive without a strict destination. You can follow interesting roads. You can stop when the scenery becomes beautiful. You can change your plans whenever you want. That freedom becomes even more valuable when the road begins climbing. The landscape slowly changes. Fields disappear. Trees become taller. The road curves between hills. Then the pavement becomes narrower. The camper slows down. Ahead is a road that looks almost forgotten. There are no large signs. No tourist buses. No crowded parking lots. Just a narrow path disappearing into the forest. Most large RVs would never attempt it. But this camper was built for moments like this. The driver turns. The 3 wheels move onto the narrow road. Branches stretch over the roof. The tires roll across gravel. The forest becomes darker, the road becomes steeper. But the camper keeps moving. Slowly. Carefully. Confidently. Then, after several minutes, something appears between the trees. Light. The forest is ending. The camper reaches a clearing and suddenly, the entire landscape opens. A massive lake sits below the mountain. The water reflects the sky. Snow-covered peaks rise in the distance. There isn't another vehicle anywhere. The driver stops. The engine shuts down. Silence takes over. For a moment, nobody moves. Because this is the kind of view that makes you forget about everything else. The door opens. Fresh mountain air enters the cabin. The camper is no longer just a vehicle. It is home. The first thing to do is simple. Coffee. The compact kitchen becomes active. A cup is prepared. The table is unfolded. The driver sits beside the window. Outside, the lake is almost perfectly still. Inside, everything is warm and comfortable. This is where the idea behind the camper starts to make sense. You don't need a huge living room when your entire world is outside the window. You don't need a giant bedroom when you can wake up beside a mountain. You don't need a luxury resort when you can choose your own view. The camper is small. But the experience is enormous. After breakfast, the driver decides to explore. A hiking trail begins nearby. The camper is locked. A backpack is picked up. And the journey continues on foot. The trail leads deeper into the forest. The air is cool. Birds can be heard between the trees. After nearly an hour, the sound of moving water becomes louder. Then the trees open. A waterfall appears. Water crashes down from the rocks into a clear pool. There is nobody else around. It's one of those places that doesn't appear on postcards. A hidden place. A forgotten place. A place you only discover because you decided to take a different road. Eventually, the sun begins moving toward the horizon. It's time to return. The trail leads back toward the camper. And there it is. Small. Quiet. Waiting beside the lake. The door opens. You step inside. And the entire space feels familiar. The kitchen is ready. The bed is there. The lights are available. The battery still has power. The refrigerator is still cold. The camper has everything you need for another night away from civilization. This is the real advantage of off-grid travel. You aren't waiting for infrastructure. You're carrying your own. Energy. Water. Food. Shelter. Comfort. And because the camper is designed around efficiency, those resources can be managed carefully. Solar panels collect energy during daylight. The battery stores it. The camper uses it when needed. There is no need for a noisy generator if the system is sufficient for the trip. There is no need to find an electrical hookup. The goal is simple. Stay independent. As evening arrives, the temperature falls. The windows begin reflecting the interior lights. Dinner is prepared. The smell of food fills the cabin. Outside, the mountains are slowly disappearing into darkness. The final sunlight touches the peaks. Then it's gone. The sky becomes dark. Stars appear. 1, 2, 10. Then hundreds. The driver steps outside. The camper glows softly behind him. The lake reflects the stars. The mountains become black silhouettes. And for a moment, there is no reason to go anywhere. This is the destination. Not a city. Not a famous attraction. Not a resort. Just a quiet place where you can breathe. That's something people often forget about travel. The best moments aren't always the most expensive ones. Sometimes the best moments are free. A sunrise. A quiet road. A mountain. A cup of coffee.